Wait a minute. Let me turn the camera around. Okay, so I don't need any distractions in this video. So last night I had a dream. I don't want people around me. About LOL dolls, and what it is it's the sick truth behind the dolls. In this dream, I basically was shown that behind LOL dolls is a spirit of child pornography. And so I saw these children dressed like the dolls. Now, these dolls look like babies, but they're dressed like sinful women. They're dressed like strippers. Some of them I have seen, they're wearing panties. They're wearing stockings with holes in it, just like a stripper would do from the 80s or whatever. They're dressed very inappropriately. Some may be dressed like teenagers, but that's beside the point, with little shorts and a little short little crop top and jackets. In any case, what I was shown in the dream was significant because it was showing me that they're not as innocent as people are seeing them. There is a spirit of child pornography behind these dolls. Now, I want to go somewhere where I can really talk to you. So I'm going to just go over here. No, this is not good enough. Over here. Okay, so in this dream, I saw actual little baby girls. These were little girls. They were toddlers. They had to be about, I'll say 3, 4, maybe 3.5, 4.5. And they were dressed just like the dolls were dressed. They were dressed. Hold up, I'm trying to get away because there's too many people. And they just standing there. So here, I'm going to go over here. Go to the roach spray outlet. Okay, so in the dream, these 3 and 4-year-olds, they had the body. You knew they were children, but they were built like little women at the same time, just like these dolls. I'm going to tell you guys again, the LOL dolls have a spirit of child pornography behind the dreams. It was like the dolls came to life in my dream. They were 3 and 4-year-old little girls built like women, built with little curves, just like the dolls, but they were little girls. And they had on inappropriate clothes. Some of them had on panties. Some of them had on little bra tops, just like the dolls. Not just crop tops, a little bra, like you would see a grown woman wearing that's grown and that wants to show off her body, except most of these kids were not dressed, not even, they had on panties, like a lot of the dolls have on panties and half of a bra. They weren't even wearing blue jeans. They were dressed like as if those sick creeps out there that like to watch children do pornography. That's exactly how they were dressed. And they had little curves with their bodies as if they were little women, just like the dolls have. Again, I'm going to tell you that in this dream, it was revealed to me that behind the LOL dolls is a spirit of child pornography, is a deceptive satanic spirit that is trying to get the children and lure them into a spirit of wanting to dress loosely, wanting to dress like a sinful woman, wanting to dress inappropriate for their age, wanting to be butt naked. Spirit of lust, the spirit of pornography, a spirit of deception is in these dolls. That's exactly what was shown to me. Because at first, before I seen those girls, these baby girls that were only 3 and 4 with little curves in their body like little women, but I knew they were children who were wearing panties and half bras, who were dressed just like the dolls and inappropriate. And it was strange to me because they were little girls, but yet they had little curves like they were little women, but they were toddlers. That's the same spirit that is on these dolls, and so it's a deceptive spirit, and you guys need to be aware of this. Before I saw those little girls, those dolls come to life, and that's the spirit. That's what Satan wants to do to these little girls. He wants to make them dress inappropriate. He wants to put that spirit of wicked Jezebel on them at a young age, of lust, of child pornography, of dressing inappropriate for their age, of being a sinful woman. He wants to put that on them as children, just like the music does. But before I saw that, I saw an image of the LOL doll in my dream. And I believe the image was one she had on, I think it was where either she had on a bodysuit and some stripper stockings, or she must have had on some panties and some stripper stockings and a half bra. And I'm surprised I had a dream because I had already planned to do this video because I knew that those dolls were not right. Some of them that I've seen, not even some. I saw a video with these two popular little girls, Dana and Dana, and they had some, and theirs had on clothes, and I was surprised because where I work at, they don't have on any clothes. Most of the ones I see have on stripper stockings, have on panties, or they have on short shorts, but most of them, like, that's what first got my attention when I saw these dolls. I said, these aren't dolls, these are little strippers. You know, this is very what is the word, unwholesome to me. A child shouldn't be playing with little stripper figures, because the ones I saw, they all, like I said, they had on the stripper stockings, they had on panties, they had on bras, just like little strippers. And I'm like, why are they making dolls imitating strippers or sinful women? It wasn't even the little short shorts and a crop top like teenagers wear. It was literally panties and some stripper stockings and a bra like thing. It was very inappropriate for a child to be playing with. And so I think it may be even spirit given. Maybe the Lord was trying to show me to tell you guys and to tell others that there is a spirit of child pornography behind these dolls. I'm going to say it again. Behind the LOL dolls is a satanic agenda, and it is the spirit of child pornography. It is the spirit of little children dressing like sinful women, dressing half naked, appeasing men that are sick, that are into child pornography. That's why most of these dolls look like babies, but they're built like women. They have little curves, and they have on panties and stripper stockings, or they're wearing short shorts and a bra. Behind these LOL dolls is a satanic agenda of child pornography and trying to put on a child the spirit of wanting to dress as a sinful Jezebel woman at a young age. And that's exactly what I was shown in this dream. Again, in this dream, I saw 3- and 4-year-old little girls, toddlers, but yet they had curves like women. They were only this high off the ground. Can you see my hand? They were that high, but yet they had curves, and they literally had on panties and little bra things and like stockings, and most of them, what I remember, was they had on stockings and bra, and they were actually being sexy. One was only 3 or 4, and she had the spirit of a deceptive, sinful, lustful woman. And it was the toddler. So this is the spirit that is infiltrating your daughters when they are playing with these dolls, because this is a spirit attached to these dolls. A spirit of child pornography, a spirit of lust, a Jezebel spirit. All of these spirits are infiltrating your daughters as they are playing with these sinful dolls. These dolls are LOL dolls. Do not be fooled. There is a satanic agenda behind these dolls. There is a reason that they are dressed so sinful. And if you see any that's not, that are well dressed, still don't play with them, because in the whole brand, there is a satanic agenda behind it. And so Satan is trying to fool you if you see some and they have on clothes, because there are too many that I have seen that have been wearing stripper stockings, panties, bras. That's inappropriate. Like when I was little, kids played with actual baby dolls. We didn't play with no mini bald heads. We played with literal baby dolls. So go back to the old school. I'm going to say it again. I just want to warn you guys that I was revealed in this dream, and I'm not making this up. So this has to be spirit-led. It has to be God reaching out to me to reach out to y'all. And even if y'all don't listen, you can't say that you were never warned, because these spirits are actual. They are factual. These are spirits that want to lead children, adults, and everyone to hell. And there is a satanic agenda behind these LOL dolls. Because in this dream, at first I was seeing the picture of the LOL doll as it is on the box. This little appears to be a baby, but has curves like a woman with these stockings and bodysuit or panties and these stripper stockings on. And after that, I saw these toddlers. They were toddlers, but yet they were dressed like women. And one was even acting like a woman, like she was doing something like this, and she only had on like a half thing across here, and she had on panties, and she had little curves, but she was only 3 or 4. She was built just like the dolls had came to life, and I know that that's the spirit behind the dolls. There is a spirit of pornography, a Jezebel spirit, and the spirit of lust behind these LOL dolls. Saints, don't let your children play with them. I don't care how much your daughters want to play with them. Get them a regular baby doll. Go back to the old school. Do not let them play with LOL dolls. There's a satanic agenda behind those dolls. There is a spirit of lust, of Jezebel, and a spirit of child pornography in those dolls that will infiltrate your child if you allow them to play with those dolls. Some of them are innocent and sweet, just like the Dana and Dana. Those are sweet little girls. You know, look, they can have but there is still a spirit attached to those dolls. So even if you find one well dressed, because in the whole family, because I was revealed this in the dream, and I had already knew something wasn't right, because like I said, these dolls are dressed like strippers, but yet they look like babies, but yet they're dressed like like worldly women, like strippers, like grown-ups that come out half dressed. And it didn't seem right to me for a doll to be wearing some stripper stockings and some panties. It just don't seem right. It's like, are you a baby or are you a stripper? It's like that line in between that the devil is trying to say, oh, this is innocent, but this is sexy. Oh, this is innocent, but this is cool. No, that's sin. That's wrong. That's a spirit of child pornography. Child pornography, a Jezebel spirit, a spirit of lust, a spirit of that's trying to attach it to making them feel like they're women at a young age. Please, again, I warn you guys to replay this video, to send this video to everyone. I seen this in a dream, and I'm surprised because I was going to do this video last night, but I said I'm going to wait a while because I had to calm down from something that occurred last night. And I'm glad I did, because when I waited, the Lord actually showed me this in a dream. He showed me the picture of the LOL doll with the stripper stockings and a bodysuit, or either the panties. And then he showed me actual 3-year-old girls dressed like strippers that were actually toddlers, but had little curves, and that were even trying to be sexy and Jezebelish, just like a secular woman. And what got me was they had on panties. They didn't have on any clothes. They had on stripper clothes. They had on panties. They had on this half bra, and they were still have the curves just like the dolls, like a woman. And one was even trying to be sexy like a woman, and she was only 3 or 4. That's the spirit behind these dolls. There is a satanic agenda behind these dolls. It's deceptive. Do not allow your children to play with this, especially saints, especially people that grew up in holiness, and anybody that wants to keep a child innocent and wholesome, even if you may not, even if you are a woman and you may be in sin, and you still want to raise your child up in the ways of the Lord, though you may not be in the Lord. Do not let your child play with these dolls. There is a satanic agenda of pornography, of lust, and Jezebel spirit behind these LOL dolls. Please replay this video. Please share it to as many saints. Don't be fooled. Don't let your daughters play with that. It is a satanic doll. It is a spirit of pornography and a spirit of Jezebel in that doll. Please replay this video. Watch it again. Send it to as many as you can so that they will not be fooled by these LOL dolls. They are more than dolls. They are satanic structures that the devil is using to infiltrate our girls, and hopefully boys aren't playing with it, but nowadays they go in all kinds of ways. So you have to understand the agenda that Satan is infiltrating, not only in the world of entertainment, but through toys, a satanic agenda, just like with the Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z and some of these other action figures. But the Lord showed me in that dream that these little girls were built like, they were little girls, they were 3 or 4, but they were built like women, and they were dressed like strippers. They were dressed, and it was as if you were watching child pornography that would turn some old sick men on, because these were 3 and 4-year-olds that had on little panties, and that had on little bras, that were actually trying to be sexy, and that actually had the body of a child, but at the same time the body of a woman. Something is confusing about that. They were 3 and 4. They only stood this high off the ground, yet they had curves, just like the dolls. That line of confusion that the Satan is saying, oh, this is innocent, no, this is sexy. No, a child is a child. They're not supposed to be sexy or dressed as a woman, a stripper, or anything else. They should be an innocent child, fully clothed and fully dressed. Please, there's pornography behind that doll. There's a spirit of pornography, a spirit of Jezebel, a spirit of lust, and everything else. I saw this girl in the dream. She was just a little girl. She had on a bra and the panties, and she was trying to be sexy, and she was doing like this, and I had to turn my head. I had to look somewhere else because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was about 3 or 4 of these girls lined up, dressed like the dolls. And that was a spirit in those dolls. A spirit of Jezebel, a spirit of pornography, and a spirit of lust. Be alarmed that behind these LOL dolls is a satanic agenda. A spirit of pornography is one, spirit of lust, and a spirit of Jezebel that Satan wants to use to infiltrate your little girls so that they can become harlots and ultimately be led to hell. That's the main thing. There is spirits behind these dolls. God bless you. Bye-bye. Please share this video. It's the truth. It would not have been revealed to me if it wasn't. Please share it. God bless you. The Lord shows me stuff in dreams. It's real and it's crazy. It's crazy that the enemy, but it makes sense because he's trying to get as many souls, that he would use dolls to infiltrate little girls through this spirit of pornography, lust, and Jezebelism. I actually saw these little girls look like little girls, but had at the same time, just like the dolls, the body, little curves, and was trying to be sexy and dressed like them. Pornography, wickedness, sin of the enemy. Please come out from amongst them. Be alarmed with the toys your kids are playing with. Some of them, not all of them, have spirits behind you. And if you are not awoken in the spiritual world, you will not see this. Please come to Christ, ask him for his Holy Spirit. But like I said, even if you're not saved and you want to raise your children up in the ways of the Lord, please do so. Just because you've been comfortable, and maybe some of you feel like, well, I'm going to hell, you don't have to let your kids go with you. Raise them up in the ways of the Lord. Please share this. Please understand, I'm not judging. I'm coming to share what was revealed to me. And it's the truth. Some people are comfortable with going to hell. They're comfortable in sin. But you don't have to take your kids with you. Raise them up in the ways of the Lord. Let them go to church. Let them teach them the right way still, even if you're not doing right. Tell them what to do. Please, this is the truth. There's a spirit of pornography, lust, Jezebel, deception behind these LOL dolls that was revealed to me in the dream. That's it. Please share this. Please listen. Bye-bye. God bless you. Bye-bye.